Can milk thistle fight breast cancer? Can milk thistle really fight breast cancer? Or is it just another leafy overachiever trying to break into the superfood spotlight? Let's dig in. What is milk thistle? No, milk thistle isn't some new dairy alternative or an angry cow's favorite plant. It's actually a spiky, purple-flowered herb that's been strutting its stuff across Europe, the US, and South America for centuries. Traditionally, it's been the liver's BFF, helping detox, repair, and possibly making hangovers a little less evil. But recently, scientists have started side-eyeing milk thistle for a much bigger job, taking on cancer cells, especially those linked to breast cancer. So what's in this plant that's got researchers buzzing? A cocktail of compounds called flavonolignin, say that 3 times fast, led by the star player, Silymarin, and its MVP, Silymarin. These natural chemicals are thought to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory powers, and in some lab studies, they've been seen slowing down the growth of cancer cells. Pretty impressive for a weed that sounds like it should be in your cereal, right? What the research says without the lab coats and boredom. So, can milk thistle fight breast cancer, or is it just really good at marketing itself? Turns out, this prickly plant has been studied more than a Hollywood A-lister's Instagram feed. Let's start with the facts. Silymarin and silybanin, the main active compounds in milk thistle, are already liver legends. Researchers have shown they're great for conditions like cirrhosis, type 2 diabetes, and chronic liver disease. Basically, if your liver had a superhero squad, milk thistle would be wearing the cape. But what about the big question? Can it actually fight breast cancer? Well, that's where things get scientifically promising, but also a little fuzzy. Some lab studies have shown that silybanin can stop breast cancer cells, specifically MCF7 cells, in their tracks, making them self-destruct like they've realized they left the stove on. One study even suggested silybanin could be used as an adjuvant drug, which is science speak for sidekick to your chemo. Another experiment paired silybanin with ultraviolet B light. Think of it as a sci-fi laser battle, and guess what? The combo was better at killing cancer cells than UV light alone. Not bad for something that grows in the wild without a PhD. But here's the catch. Most of this exciting research? It's happening in test tubes, not in real humans. So while the lab rats and cancer cells are impressed, doctors are still on the fence. The Mayo Clinic even weighed in like the wise aunt at a family dinner, saying there's good scientific evidence for using milk thistle for liver stuff, but only unclear evidence for things like allergies, menopause, fertility, and yes, cancer. Still, the potential is worth noting. Silymarin has been shown to strengthen cell walls, great news if you're a cell. Help your body's enzymes block toxins. Fight off free radicals like a microscopic Marvel hero. Some researchers even suggest these compounds might boost the effects of chemotherapy on breast and ovarian cancer cells, or help prevent new cancer cells from forming in the first place. In short, milk thistle isn't a miracle cure, but it's definitely not just salad dressing either. Clinical trials, the not-so-exciting plot twist. So, are scientists in lab coats currently testing milk thistle in dramatic clinical trials with cliffhangers and plot twists? And not really. As of now, there are no ongoing clinical trials focused on milk thistle or silymarin for cancer treatment. Womp womp. However, a 2009 review of older trials did offer a little hope. It concluded that milk thistle showed promising results in the fight against certain types of cancer and, more importantly, was safe and well tolerated. In other words, no miracle cure but also no exploding side effects. We'll take that as a cautious win. Dosage and side effects. How much thistle is too much thistle? If you're now wondering how much of this green gladiator you should be tossing back, don't worry, we got you. According to clinical data, a safe dosage lands around 420 milligrams per day of oral milk thistle extract, containing 70 to 80% silymarin, split into doses for up to 41 months. That's right. Over 3 years of thistle and still relatively chill. But, and here's the responsible grown-up moment, pregnant and breastfeeding women should steer clear. Better safe than sorry when it comes to tiny humans. Now for the side effects, don't expect a horror show. Most are as mild as a grumpy Monday. Nausea. Bloating. Gas, yes, thistle farts are a thing. A little too much bowel movement action. Occasional headaches. And maybe some vomiting if your stomach's being dramatic. In rare cases, allergic reactions can show up like an uninvited party guest. Rashes, hives, and breathing issues. So if your body starts sending angry texts in the form of symptoms, stop and talk to your doctor. Drug interactions and precautions. Read before you thistle. Before you jump on the milk thistle bandwagon and start sprinkling it on your cereal, please don't. Let's talk precautions, because even natural things can cause unnatural drama. First up, drug interactions. Milk thistle might mess with your liver's cytochrome P450 enzyme system. Don't worry, you don't need a biochemistry degree, just know that this system helps your body break down medications. If milk thistle gets involved, it could slow the breakdown, causing some drugs to build up in your bloodstream like they're overstaying their welcome. Translation? That blood pressure med, antidepressant, or anti-anxiety pill you take. Yeah, it might stick around longer than intended, and not in a good way. Allergies? Pay attention. If you're allergic to ragweed, marigolds, daisies, or chrysanthemums, you might want to swipe left on milk thistle. They're all in the same botanical family, and your immune system might go, "Hey, I know that guy." And not in a friendly way. Blood sugar warnings. Milk thistle has a sneaky side. It might lower your blood sugar. If you're on diabetes meds or other supplements that do the same, you could end up with sugar levels so low you start speaking fluent jelly bean. What else? This herb might interfere with how your body absorbs other medications too. So if your medicine cabinet looks like a pharmacy aisle, talk to your doctor or pharmacist before going full thistle. Oh, and let's not forget, the FDA doesn't regulate herbal supplements. That means what's on the label isn't always what's in the bottle. Be picky. Choose reputable brands, not something your cousin bought from a mysterious website with 3 pop-ups and a flashing "New You" banner. The final verdict: can milk thistle fight breast cancer? So after all the test tubes, enzymes, and promising plant chemicals, can milk thistle fight breast cancer for real? Here's the honest truth. Lab studies say maybe, but human trials still say hold up. While some laboratory research makes milk thistle look like a botanical badass, slowing cancer cell growth, triggering cell death, and even boosting chemo in test tubes, there's one big leafy catch. We need randomized, controlled human trials to know if it really works in the messy, unpredictable real world, aka your body, not a petri dish. Right now, there's not enough solid evidence to say yes or no. But there's also no strong evidence that it's harmful either, so it's not exactly a villain in disguise. If you're thinking about adding milk thistle to your daily routine, or considering it as part of your breast cancer journey, don't DIY your healthcare. Talk to your doctor. They'll know whether it's a helpful companion or just a trendy distraction. Because while milk thistle may one day be a hero in the cancer-fighting saga, for now, it's still auditioning. If you found this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more myth-busting health info with a side of sass. And let us know in the comments, have you ever tried milk thistle? Or are you just here for the plant drama? Stay curious, stay informed, and don't believe everything you read on a supplement label.